Agatha glanced down at the remaining first years, cramming in a quick lunch of turkey stew in the clearing, their eyes pinned to the horizon, anxiously watching their classmates soar towards Ryan's kingdom. Nevers and Evers sitting together at lunch. Things have changed, Agatha marveled. Or maybe they've bonded over you sending their friends to die. Professor Manley's voice glowed behind her. Agatha turned to see the good and evil faculty standing around her hopelessly messing desk, their faces tense with concern. Amidst the soggy books, ink spattered scrolls, food crumbs, and strewn underpants lay Professor Dovey's grey bed, the outline of spire visible beneath the worn fabric. I agree with Bilious, said Professor Uma, arms folded over her pink gown. You pull two groups of students into a corner, whisper with them like a pack of squirrels, and off they go into battle with a plan you have yet to explain to anyone else. Even though we are the teachers, Castor blistered. And even though one of the groups is mine, snapped Yuba the clown, thumping his white staff into the dirty floor. Look, the groups will reach Camelot soon. We don't have time to argue, said Agatha forcefully. They wanted to go. They are not at this school to play it safe or be cuddled. They are here to do what is right, and that means getting our friends out of Camelot. You asked me to lead them, and I did. You asked me to come up with a plan, and I did. And now, for this plan to work, I need your help. A plan needs planning, Castor savaged. A plan needs consultation, Hubert hattered. A plan needs time, Professor Animan resounded. There was no time, Agatha beat back. The blessing is our chance to rescue our friends, and I had to take it. So you sent first years to die? Said Professor Shiggs angrily. Your fourth-year classmates in the clinic could have gone. You could have gone. No, I couldn't. And neither could any other fourth year, Agatha retorted. Ryan's brother has a map that tracks us, just like the Face Quest map. Ryan would see us coming. He can't see the first years. Professor Shiggs went quiet. You think I wanted to send them into harm's way? Said Agatha. I wish they could all be in class right now, with nothing to worry about except snowballs and wanking points. I wish they could be practicing their animal calls and weather spells and be immune to anything beyond the school gates. I wish I could be the one flying to Camelot. But wishes won't save my friends. For my plan to work, I needed them. And now I need you. She paused. Well, it isn't really my plan. It's Sophie's. The teacher stared at her. I found it in Lion's Mane's message, Agatha explained, looking out the window as the goat was in the sky. Citizens of the woods, Raffle in the town of Bristol of Camelot, only 8 years old, who went away from home and came to my castle, hoping to be my knight. Young Bristol's mother found and ripped the poor boy. Stay strong, Bristol. The day you turn 16, you have a place as my knight. A child who loves his king is a blessed child. Let that be a lesson to all. When we were in the theater, I read a news clip that claimed that it wasn't Ryan writing Lion's Ming's tales, but Sophie, said Agatha. It seemed a burst at first, but yet something told me it was true, because the more I read the message, the more it felt off, as if whoever had written it had picked their language very carefully. Which means if it was Sophie who had written it, she had chosen her words for a reason. Agatha smiled. And then I saw it. With her finger claw, she drew circles in the air, marking up the message. First letter of each sentence, said Agatha. Crystal. Sophie knows I have Professor Dofay's crystal ball, and she wants me to use it. The faculty peered at her, unconvinced, except for Professor Manley, whose usually vaporous expression had turned curious. Go on, he said. When Professor Dofay came to Camelot, she bought her crystal ball, Agatha explained. It was making her ill, so Sophie and I kept it away from her, even though Merlin said I should return it. But I wasn't going to give Dofay back a ball that was hurting her. That's why I have it now. She glanced at the dean's bag on the table. Sophie knows the risks of using it, but she also knows it's the only way to save our friends. Because whatever its side effects, the spell works. When we were on our quest, Professor Dofay used it to communicate with us. I know that for a fact because I talked to her from Avalon. The crystal lets her find students anywhere in the woods, which means we can use the crystal ball to find whoever is in Camelot's dungeons. No, we can't, said Hubert testily, waving his staff. Because anyone with sense knows you can't use magic in the dungeons.